Hey everybody, what's going on? Trish Lito here. I am the founder of the 5 Minute Lives, where I teach entrepreneurs how to increase revenue with just 5 minutes of live video per day. But today is the episode of The Expert Connection with my very good friend and incredible fitness and nutrition profession. Her name is Alyssa Landis Lascala, and she is otherwise known as the biohacking bombshell. So she just came on. Hey, girl, hey. I'm going to invite her on here. Boom. And we're going to have some fun, and we're going to talk about her journey. Hi, gorgeous.
Hey, lady, how are ya?
Oh my gosh. Like, seriously, every time I see your face, I just smile because you just got like that, like, face of like awesomeness and energy and happiness and yay.
Likewise, lady. I'm so excited to see you next week in Florida.
Oh my God, yay.
Yes, I'm so pumped. Well, thanks for having me on here.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? Hold on a second. I feel like my natural sunlight is a little bit like ridiculous right now. So hold on a second. Let me.
You look like you're glowing. Just work it.
I kind of am. I really like, right? I am glowing. So speaking of glowing, I'm going to dive right into this because, so for people who don't know, Alyssa and I met because we are both a part of Chad Thibodeau's Inner Circle. And we met back in, was it March? That was the last
Yeah.
mastermind? Yeah, back in March. We met back in March, officially in person in Phoenix, Arizona. And what was so funny is she was like my battle buddy. Like as soon as I flew into the airport, she like waited for me off the plane and she waited for me and we took the same, we shared an Uber together. We shared an Uber.
Hey, nice to meet you. Let's Uber up.
But we quickly just like totally bonded. Like she's from the tri-state area. Tell people where you're located geographically.
Yeah, so I'm in Reading, Pennsylvania. If you know Reading Railroad from the Monopoly board, that's how people kind of associate my location. I'm about an hour outside of Philadelphia, so.
Right on, right on. So she's she and I like she's got the same kind of accent that I do, like that northeastern accent going on, and I love it. And we just really bonded. But we especially bonded when we broke out into groups and we were kind of doing like a groups like story, like kind of like figuring out our content, how we were going to really convey our messages and help more people. And she told her story and I was getting choked up hearing her story. It's very real. It's very relatable. And she's overcome quite a bit. So Alyssa, I'm going to shut up. I just want you to tell people your story. And and then when you're done, I want to tell people how amazing you are with the 7-day reset. So let's dive into it.
Well, thanks for doing that. I know. I feel like everyone sharing their story in that mastermind that we had, everyone was in tears. I really appreciate that you were able to feel the heart that really comes from why I do what I do. And I felt the same thing with you. And I knew that that's what brought our connection. But I think that that's what helps other people connect to the right professionals in their life when they do hear their story. So for those of you guys that are watching and don't know me, my name is Alyssa Lascala. My company is Biohacking Bombshell. And I do like everything from customized nutritional planning to training programming. I do group coaching that Trish has been a part of, but it all stems from my own health journey, right? Like how many of you guys feel like you're passionate about something because you went through it too? And so, I mean, I grew up just kind of being health conscious. My dad was diagnosed with cancer when I was 8, so I became aware of it, but it wasn't until I was actually in college, it was about 8 years ago at that point, I got diagnosed with Lyme disease. And then that turned into adrenal fatigue. And then I realized I had mold toxicity. And then I had hypoactive thyroid or underactive thyroid and 56 different food sensitivities. And so all of these health issues started to compile. But guys, I was working out and I thought I was eating as healthy as I could. And so I was like, there has to be something else. There has to be some other issue that we need to address because I had seen chronic disease specialists, endocrinologists, PCPs. And if any of you guys out there have ever felt like you had something going on, but everyone was telling you, oh, all the tests are fine. Everything's normal. It's in normal range. And you're like, I am not normal. Like there is something else going on here. And so I was determined to figure out what that was for me. And in the process, I've been able to really start to identify and educate myself on the same issues going on with other people that normal Western medicine practices, unfortunately, aren't taught to be able to recognize the symptoms, diagnose. And so I got to the point where honestly, biohacking was my saving grace. And so that's what is the primary factor in what I do when I'm helping other people just get to the best version of themselves and their best body. I don't care if that's because you want more energy, you're an entrepreneur that needs to be able to do more, you know, you want to lose weight. I don't care what that is, but it needs to start from the inside out. And we have to cut all this hype and fads and gimmicks and address the true factors that we need to in order to be able to get to where we want to be. So that's kind of what I do in my story in a nutshell, but it went from pain to purpose. And I couldn't be happier that honestly, I was given this path to be able to figure this out.
Oh, right. Like and that's a lot of us start our journeys as an entrepreneur or business owner is we have to go through like, you know, we feel like we have to go through this like crazy battle to know that this is, hey, this is our path. This is what we're supposed to do. Right.
Yep.
To find that meaning in life. So, first of all, I just want to address a couple of things. And this is like the God's honest truth. You guys are going to be like, we talk about habits, like forming like healthy habits in life. Right. And one of the things, like you've taught me a few things now that I'm like, oh, okay. So one of the things that I do when I wake up in the morning is I'm very intentional as an entrepreneur now. Like I wake up in the morning and I have this mantra, and part of my mantra is just saying, hey, you know, I'm going to make sure that I hop on at least one phone call today to help change somebody's life. Like it's just as ridiculous as that may sound to some people, I don't care. It's my mantra and it's something that I live by, and I'm actually changing people's lives because of it. So when you set that intention, it's awesome. But then there's that other habit piece of, okay, so your mindset's right, but what about your body, right? This is our temple. We got to take care of it. So the very next thing that I do, and it's a cute thing because my son knows that this is my thing. I go in my kitchen, I grab my 16.9 ounce of like my water bottle, my Zephyr Hills or Publix water, because Alyssa's like, hey, first thing in the morning, what I want you guys to do in the 7-day reset, she's like, I want you to hydrate immediately. As soon as you wake up, hydrate. And I'm like, God, it's just not something that I think about. Typically, most people, we wake up in the morning like, holy crap, give me my coffee.
Yes. Your bean water is taking priority.
Right? Like it's crazy, but we all do it. Like there's so many people that do it. And so that was like a trade out that I had to do. I still have my coffee and I drink it healthily now, but my very first thing in the morning is I open up my bottle of water and I stand in my kitchen and I chug it. Girl, I chug that water because I don't want to forget to get it down. Like I want to get it down immediately when I hydrate. And my son stands there and he waits for me now. It's like our little game, which is awesome because now I'm like making it fun for my son to incorporate healthy habits too.
Yes.
But my 3.5-year-old stands there and he waits for mommy to like finish, like, and I get down to my last like ounce, right? And then I give it to him and then he chugs his water.
Oh, that is adorable.
Freaking adorable. But it's our thing. Like that's our thing now, 100%. And Nicholas knows this. So he waits for me, comes in, it's like, Mommy, you got to drink your water now? I'm like, yeah, buddy, here I go. And
I love it.
I'll crack it open. And you know what, Alyssa, I honestly will tell you that it sets my day in the right path. Because it's like, okay, I'm hydrated, which means now that I'm hydrated, I need to go work out. So now it's like I'm hydrated. I have my workout clothes on. I make sure that the kids are ready for school. I get them to school. And as soon as I come back home, I bust out some kind of a workout. It could be a power walk. It could be a run. It could be a bike ride. It could be a 20-minute or 30-minute circuit training video. But that is honestly, thanks to you. That's just one habit I have formed since starting that 7-day reset with you over a month ago. And I'm on another week now. Like I skipped over a couple of weeks, but it takes those little pieces of habits to introduce into your daily life. And there's not a day that I've missed, right? I don't start my day with a bottle of water. So thank you. If nothing else, thank you for helping me hydrate in the morning.
You are very welcome. I'm so glad you do that. Yeah, we all breathe out over a liter of water while we're sleeping. And so we wake up dehydrated.
I did not even know that. Are you kidding me, dude?
Yes, that's why I tell you guys to do it.
Oh my God, you guys need to start listening. Okay, like start just like throwing out a couple more stats because that's interesting. We breathe out over a liter of water while we're sleeping.
Yep, you exhale about.
So thirsty.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
Totally. Are you kidding me? Like that's all the more reason why we need to go for water first before we hit the coffee.
Yes.
So, oh my God. Okay. So how old were you when you decided I want to become a personal trainer? Like, was always fitness and personal training something that you're passionate about? Because I know that you said your dad had cancer when you were 8. Was that truly like the beginning of your I must live a healthy lifestyle journey?
Yeah, it started when I was 8, but honestly, Trish, it also went into the negative in the meantime. I, like a lot of females, especially out there, went through eating disorder stages. So I was on the opposite end of thinking that the only way that you could stay in shape, I had a huge fear of being overweight because I was already very self-conscious about other things in my body and whatnot. And so I was like, if I don't eat and I work out a lot, I don't have anything to worry about. It's calories in versus calories out, right?
Oh, wow.
And so I fell into that cycle. And so both of those things, seeing my dad go through his stuff with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma and seeing myself go through that pattern, it just made me realize I have to know the right way to do this, because I know other people out there are just thinking the same way as me, and you will ruin your body. And I did permanent damage to it. And I want to keep other people from doing that to themselves.
So are you okay with us talking about the recent things that you just went through?
Absolutely.
Okay. So I'd like for you to tell that story, because there are going to be a lot of women out there who need to hear that story. There's this woman, first of all, guys, like, this woman is just an incredible human being overall. But I'm going to get choked up. I don't want to get choked up.
I know, you're like getting me teary-eyed.
She's like, or I mean, like, you're like a soul sister. Like, we really connected in such a way. And I just have so much freaking respect for you, because you have overcome a lot of shit in your life. And most recently, this whole ordeal. And I really want you to share that part of your story if you're open to it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I already shared it publicly on my page and on YouTube. So what's one more page to do it on?
Have at it.
So, guys, as I told you, I had my sequence of events from starting of age 20. I'm now 28, and started with Lyme disease, adrenal fatigue, underactive thyroid, all this crap, right? Guys, I was taking at least 1, if not 2 naps a day for 2 to 3 hours at a time, and was working out 5-6 days a week for 2 hours at a time, coming out with enough energy to probably go back in and do some more. And over the years, I noticed that I'm like, I keep adding in more biohacks. I'm nutritionally supporting myself. I'm adjusting my workouts to train smarter, not harder. And I should be getting better. What the heck is going on? And I would blame it on so many things. Stress from when I was getting married, stress from work, different things going on in life. And about a year ago, somebody reached out to me about breast implant illness, which is what Trish is referring to. And I was not about it. I was not going to listen to that, because I was not going to say, hey, the one thing that I finally felt good about, not self-conscious about, because I went from, now they're out, now I have a flat chest, back to my 36 AA, it's whatever. But
still looking gorgeous, darling.
I'm feeling gorgeous. Okay. I got my health. I'm feeling okay. But guys, I know a lot of ladies are the same spot as me. And I go and I re-look at that timeline and I'm like, crap. I said shit. I was like, I got to that point where I'm like, I know that you and I are on the same page with that. I was like, all my issues started 3 months after I got implants put in. I got smooth saline-filled implants put in, and I didn't think it was a big deal. Like, honestly, I was 20 years old. I didn't ever regret putting them in, ever. It was something that I did for me. My boyfriend at the time didn't even want me to put them in. But I realized that ever since that point, all of my issues started, and I started to look more into that problem, that now more people, if you guys have any of the news coverage like we have going on here in Pennsylvania, it's always on the news now that they're finding that there are certain cancers that are tied to certain implants. And so I was like, I can't believe that this is a thing, that this is actually it. And I didn't want to admit it. I didn't want it to be something where I was like, oh my God, I'm going to have to do what I really don't want to do. So many of us have to do that with our health. We have to make decisions that we really don't want to freaking make. And we want to say, this can't possibly be the truth. I can't possibly have to get my implants out, or I can't possibly have to give up gluten, or I can't possibly have to give up dairy. Nobody wants to do it. And so it's hard to be like, you got to do the thing that you don't want to do. And for me, that was taking out 2 toxic bags that honestly were making me feel good about myself. And I was really wondering about whether or not it was going to make me feel better. And I know that there are other women thinking the same thing, because I just had one again in my inbox last night that brought me to tears. She was the same way as me. She's had them for 6 months, and she's literally like almost bedridden right now. And so that is something where I realize that, yeah, it is so much more than even just nutrition and fitness, guys. It is everything you're putting in your body. It's what you're exposed to with like electromagnetic fields and all the different types of stuff that's out there. But that was a big journey that I had to go through this year. I got them out May 9th, so about 6 weeks ago at this point, and I'm slowly trying to heal.
I'm so glad that like everything went smoothly with that. I know that, I was praying for you. I know that the whole inner circle was praying for you, and we were Kavu praying big time. And I'm glad that everything's okay. And that, listen, at the end of the day, we have one life to live, right? Like literally, we really do. And we got to make the best of it for ourselves, for our children, for our would-be children. Like if there's a lot of younger people that are in my audience and that follow me and that I'm connected with, and that they want to have kids, and they're like, oh, Trish, you're such a great mom. And they say all these things to me. Well, part of being a great mom is taking responsibility for my own self and my own body and my own health and my own actions. Right. So, David Finale is on real quick. I just want to say hi to him, and Noreen Cotter-Garrick. Noreen is actually a nurse by trade. I think she's still practicing if she's not retired, but and Noreen's husband is a retired firefighter. So I just want to say hello to everybody real quick. But I am, as much as I appreciate people telling me what a great mom I am, and I do pride myself on that. I try to be a very good mother to my children and instill all of these things, but being a great mom also includes taking good care of myself. And so I think that what you've done in that 7-day reset, and I really want to talk about this for a second, you've had some clients who have had incredible results in just 7 days.
Yeah. So it's amazing what can happen when you biohack your body and you know what you're doing versus looking at all the fads and gimmicks and commercials on TV that make you think the total opposite of what you're supposed to do in order to get healthy.
It's just crazy to me. So I'm just going to kind of, play devil's advocate for a second. Because when I first came into it, you're like, okay, I don't want you to eat any gluten and no dairy and basically no fruit for 7 days. And I was just like,
get out of here. Yeah, right. Yeah.
I was like, I can do this. Like, I know I can. But then I thought about it. I was like, oh, well, that's just pretty much like vegetables, leafy greens, vegetables, and lean meats, like, and fish. Like, I was like, I can do that. So you actually pushed me to go out and start buying Mrs. Dash again and using less salt in my food. I made a freaking phenomenal ground chicken shepherd's pie the other night with sweet potato and green beans and spinach and garlic and onions.
That looked amazing.
My husband was like, this is really good. My kids freaking devoured it. So, before anybody, because that's why I say I want to play devil's advocate, before anybody says, oh, well, I can't do that. Yeah, you can. And one of the things that Alyssa says on day one is she's like, listen, you can do this. It's only 7 freaking days, right? Like, you can do this. So give us a quick synopsis of what you do in those 7 days and some testimonials that you've gotten.
Yeah. I mean, in the 7 days, what I have people try and focus on before they start their day one is get yourself prepped. Like, you have to know that the reason half of us start on Monday, oh, rah, 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 I'm so excited. Oh, yeah, I'm going to lose the weight this week. I'm going to get in shape for 4th of July, whatever it is for you. And then by Monday night or Tuesday morning, maybe you make it to hump day. You're like, screw it. Like, we're totally going to Chick-fil-A or Taco Bell, picking it up. Like, I'm not doing this. You're just exhausted. Life gets in the way. Kids are getting sick. Dogs peeing on the floor. Chaos comes, right? And so it's like everything tries and throws you off. And so if you prep stuff before so that it's just as seamless throughout the week, whether it's the meals that you're eating or just meal prepping, whatever you decide to do, that's my first step, is to just get it figured out beforehand so that the rest of your week just goes so smooth. So people spend about an hour and a half to 2 hours beforehand just, getting themselves well-versed with the plan. Go to the grocery store, get food like you have to anyway. We all have to eat, right? You're not spending any extra time, and go and plan your stuff. And I know many people in the group will say at the end of it, they're like, this saved me time. In the long run, you would have had to do the same amount, if not more work during the week. And then we focus on just executing eating your meals and doing your mindset stuff throughout the week. And this is so important, even though it sounds really foofy to a lot of people. I know it doesn't to you because you got your head right, but so many people don't look at mindset as something that you really need for health and wellness. Like, oh yeah, I'll just be motivated. I want to lose the weight, so it's going to happen. Well, then why do you find yourself in the pantry mindlessly searching for food, or you've been standing in the fridge for 3 minutes straight, not even realizing you were in there and you're not even hungry? And so you can't figure out, why can I not stay motivated? Why can't I control my cravings? Why can't I stay on point even though I want so damn bad to reach my goal? We need to figure out those subconscious triggers and what's causing you to fall off. And so we really dive deep into that and break down those mental barriers that you don't even realize have existed for years. And so that's a lot of the mind work that we do during those 7 days.
And you said, you just said to me, you said, oh, I know that you've got your head on right and blah, blah, blah. But dude, I'm that person. And that's why I need you. That's why I need to be in that group and have those little reminders that pop in. The same thing with my girl, Amanda Simmers. Like she's a client. She's also a personal trainer. Between you and her, it's like, I'm constantly being held accountable to give myself permission to, if I have a cheat meal or even a cheat day, okay, well, guess what? Start back up on Monday and make it happen, or pick it back up tomorrow. And I do that. Like, I might have had a cookie or two last night, right? So I will tell you, I didn't beat myself up about it. I woke up this morning, I drank my water, I had a cup of coffee, and I power walked for 50 minutes in the humidity of Tampa, Florida. I walked in my front door, I was dripping in sweat. My husband's like, do you feel better? I'm like, I really hope I just worked off those freaking cookies from last night.
You definitely did. You definitely did.
This is a bunch of bull crap, right? So, but I do, like, I feel stronger, I feel healthier, I feel better, and more importantly than anything, I feel supported. And I think that that's what so many people need these days, is to know that, that one payment or that monthly membership that's what you're paying for, right? You could know how to go to the store. You go, oh yeah, you get the food thing and you watch a video about meal prep. But it's having somebody support you and know that they're in your corner and they're guiding you and keeping you accountable. And same thing with being, a business coach or an accountability coach, right? I mean, I'm not even I don't even call myself a business coach. And I have people tell me, oh no, you're my business coach. And I'm like, don't say that.
Yep.
I'm like, I'm a social media consultant. I'm not a business coach. But it's, you know what? People feel that because they feel like they need to be coached, they need to be consulted, they need to be held accountable. And so you do that. So tell us how much it is to do the 7-day reset. And once they pay, they're in forever. Is that still the case?
Right. As of right now, as you're watching this video, who knows if people will be watching this a year from now in the future, who knows? But as of right now, June 20th, 2019, it is a one-time payment of $97. And you get access to this stuff for life. My goal is to make it so stupidly affordable that you can't sit there and say that it's not a good idea for you, because I have a money back guarantee, because if it really doesn't work for you, I'm happy to give you your money back. I just want you to win.
Yeah. No, so every week I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Alyssa posts like another picture of somebody who followed the 7 days and lost inches. Like didn't one girl lose like almost 20 pounds in a week, or over 20 pounds?
She lost 18 pounds in a week. And guys, this isn't something that, and I always make a disclaimer because I'm saying, I do not, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying lose 18 pounds in a week every single week. And guys, the only way we're doing this, you eat a good amount of food. The only reason this is happening is because people have so much toxicity and so much inflammation that you can hold about 15 to 20 pounds of pure crap, legit crap in your gut. So you have to think, like, that's a lot of what is coming out there. Yes, exactly.
It's
so it
me.
absolutely is possible.
Yes. I am lower body heavy, 100%. Like, and I know that about me, but I also know that, like, I mean, my lunch today, I didn't even have, like, it was all like leafy greens, vegetables. I had beets and asparagus and roasted eggplant and zucchini that I made the other night that I meal prepped, right? Like, I freaking love roasted vegetables. Please, God, I could be a vegetarian if it weren't for bacon, eggs, and my husband. That's all I'm going to say.
We'll blame it on the husband.
Blame it on the husband. But seriously, like, it's not, it really isn't difficult. It's just, you just gotta, if you say you're gonna do it, like, do it and then commit to it and give it a go for 7 full days, right? Like, give it a go, watch her videos, listen to her talk to you. You're really damn good at what you do.
Thank you. I appreciate
You really,
that.
really are. Like, it's very clear this is your passion. It's very clear that this is what you're supposed to do. And for people who are interested, listen, like I said, I've seen people that she posts that lose like 10 pounds in a week, 18 pounds in a week, 5 pounds in a week, or don't even necessarily lose any weight, but they lose inches, they lose bloating. And what we gain is healthy habits, knowledge, how to meal prep like a boss, what foods could potentially be extremely detrimental to our health, to our gut health, to our thyroids, and I don't even know what the hell I'm saying right now. Endocrines, I don't know.
Yep, there you go. It's all tied in. It is all tied in. Absolutely. Yeah, you got to learn how to not spike and drop your blood sugar with your hormones. If you ever feel like a ravenous creature that wants to eat everything, your food is controlling that. So we just talk about nutrient timing. I mean, guys, I really just like Trish says, I'm going to come and teach. Well, I come and teach, and I come and I give you as much as I possibly can. And I mean, Trish is a testament to how much it can change.
She's zero BS. She doesn't let you make excuses. That's what I love about you. You and I are so similar in the way that we consult our clients. It's no BS. It's, look, I say, hey, it just takes 5 minutes a day to get in front of your ideal clients and make money, right? And profit with live video. You're saying, hey, it takes 7 days to even just learn, right? Watch the videos, do the thing, pick your meal plan, pick your favorite foods, and lay off the sugar, the fruit. You don't even say to lay off sugar. You just say to lay off fruit. Because
yeah, it's just the fruit.
I put my caramel flavored stevia drops into my coffee, right? So you let us have healthier forms of sugar.
I tell you, you can have dark chocolate. Like, there's ways to get around it. It's just doing it the smart way.
You're like amazing at that. Like, I'm all about the, like, 70% cacao chocolate with the sea salt. I'm like, hell to the yes. Can I please have all of that?
Yes, exactly. Moderation, yes, but you're like, oh, these cookies I just had last night. Well, the chips are dark chocolate, so we're good to go.
Oh my God. It's like, and that's the thing too, is if, for me as a mom, like, you know, with 2 little kids, like, people ask me all the time, like, how do you get your kids to eat vegetables? Well, if that's all that I put in front of them, that is their option. Yeah. Right? And my kids love bell peppers and hummus. They love broccoli. They love asparagus and green beans, and they eat salad. Like, they ask me for salad. I made that shepherd's pie the other night with the sweet potatoes and the ground chicken. My daughter's like, Mommy, can I please have some more?
That's awesome.
She loved it. She loved it, right? So an eggplant, I made the roasted eggplant. My daughter walks over, she's in my kitchen. She, like, just opens her mouth. She's like, please feed me eggplant. Like, listen, at the end of the day, and I'm not saying that I got it all figured out, but I will say this. From the day my kids could eat, I was feeding them healthy foods. And my son is my fruit kid. My daughter is my veggie kid, 100%, right? But they prefer that over the crackers and chips and fishies and all that stuff. I mean, do I still buy that stuff? Yes, I do. But they primarily eat more fruits and vegetables. They drink a ton of water. I'm just trying to be like the better version. And if I can be that role model, and I thank you again, Alyssa, for everything that you do to make that domino effect happen for people like myself. If I can be that role model and I can incorporate the healthier diet for myself, my children see that and they know what's healthier to eat.
Yeah, absolutely. It truly becomes a family lifestyle change, and the kids need it more than ever now with all the, you know, whether it's environmental stuff going on or whether it's like the GMOs and a lot of the foods. I mean, you are literally changing their life. And so kudos to you, because you know, I don't have kids yet. I have 3 fur babies, but it can be a challenge, but you're doing exactly what my parents did growing up, and it helped us a lot. So thank you for doing that for your kids.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So if people want to learn more about Biohacking Bombshell and more about biohacking in general, what are the best ways for them to get a hold of you and to get into the 7-day reset?
Yeah, so if you go to Facebook or Instagram, type in Biohacking Bombshell and I'll be pulled up there, or my name is Alyssa Lascala. You can type it into YouTube, type it into Facebook, find me there. Honestly, you can just click on my name right here. And if you want to just shoot me a message, I'm cool with that too. Pop in, say hey, say you watched the video, happy to chat with you. And 7-day reset is going to be www.7dayreset.net. Very simple. If you go to .com, it is not me. Go to .net and you will find me there. And when you join, let me know that Trish sent you too.
Awesome. Yeah. So listen, guys, for those of you who are going to be catching this via the podcast on the Expert Connection, all of those links will be in the show notes. So make sure that you go into the show notes, grab those links. And the link that will be in the show notes for me for the 7-Day Reset will be my affiliate link. So just want to give a quick disclaimer on that, because I don't have that yet. I need to get it and make that magical stuff happen. And then for those of you who are watching the Facebook Live, I'm going to go grab that affiliate link, make sure I put it onto this Facebook Live. So I'm going to edit this. And when I blog this out, because this is going to be a blogged video as well, because this is what I do, that affiliate link is also going to be in there. So when you use that link, I will make a commission, and you're welcome for bringing Alyssa into your world, because I feel very blessed that she's a part of mine. So sister, I absolutely love you. I will see you Monday. Yes?
Yes.
Oh my God, yay.
So excited.
Yay. So we're meeting up for a mastermind with our business coach on Monday. Next week, I'm going to be very busy having fun with my Cavu family, and I'm really looking forward to that. So Pete Kiner Jr. is in the house. What's up, Pete? I love you, buddy. Susan Hicks Stepford, Melissa Ann, David Finale, Noreen Cotter Garrett popped in. Kendra Green Ellis popped in. Mark Dudek popped in. Guys, I really appreciate y'all popping in. You know the drill. If you're catching this video and you're enjoying it, please push it out and get us connected with people who need a 7-day reset in their life, who need to learn how to biohack their bodies and their lives and their families' lives, and learn it from someone who's clearly done it very, very well for quite some time now. And Alyssa, I love you so much. I can't wait to hug you. And,
I love you, lady. I can't wait to do
a
a live video of some sort when we are together next week. So we're going to bring the heat.
I know. Yeah, I know. And I promise you, I'm going to be like really good for the next few days and really biohack the crap out of myself.
Oh my God. I just love you. I can't wait. Thanks so much for having me on, babe.
You got it, honey. Have a good night. Peace out.
Bye, guys.